God.
Oh my god.
Well, so much for
And
that
yet, and
opening.
yet, I know, right?
I don't know. I think it's still possible.
Mm.
I think it's viable. We're not even monetized yet. So like, let's.
And when does Mop finally come to Classic?
Ooh. Thank you for coming to Pangaea.
I mean, seriously, real quick, like, is that really what they're gonna do? Is that really what Blizzard's planning on doing? Is just keep bringing
I mean,
expansions
if
into Classic?
TBC is coming back, I don't see how it's not
I think
possible.
I think they might stop at Lich, dude.
That would be that would have
yeah,
to be the natural breaking point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're gonna stop at Lich King because that's when it's kind of the general consensus that like that Wrath is when WoW started becoming more retail friendly. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like after Wrath of the Lich King, it became more commercialized, and like that was when you had all these people bitching about the quality of life stuff.
That's
Yeah.
what
They ended up changing.
incidentally, that was also, I think, when they were at their highest sub peak. So
Yep.
yeah, no, there's that.
Yeah,
note.
they did something right, but you know, whatever.
Whatever. If they go past Wrath, I think I might lose my shit. But that's a topic for that's a topic for another 4 years down the road when Blizzard does another BlizzCon and they just announce a bunch of old shit again.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry. I'm still harboring.
We're gonna remaster Diablo 3.
Oh God, they need to let
Jeez.
that one be buried.
Yeah.
God. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Lost Boys podcast. As always, joined by my three favorite people in the internet space: Brunstad, Eddie Shmoney, and Shoner Todd. What's up, boys? How are you doing tonight?
What up?
What up, gang?
Hello.
Shoner, nothing.
He's
Oh, I
hello.
missed it. I don't know. I just fucking it's all blended together at some point. At this point, look, we're kicking him off the show. I'm just tuning him out now.
We're only 30
Right.
seconds into this episode, and you're already just completely ignoring Shoner. How rude!
I mean,
I know
look.
I know we're kicking him off, but like,
I
I
talked to
thought
Chop.
last episode was his last one.
Yeah.
Well, we couldn't
couldn't
get Chop to start fast enough, so I've
yeah,
been
we
talking to
couldn't
Chop.
find a replacement. So
Well, I guess we're stuck with him until we find somebody else.
Yeah.
So we
I'm just second best.
he's like herpes, man. Like as soon as you think he's gone, like he's right
Ooh.
back.
as always,
I'm just kidding, Shoner. I'm just kidding. I love you.
as always, we are looking for another co-host. And then once that's then Shoner we'll get him out of here. Don't worry about that. Anyway,
Here, let me hit. Here, I can just make it better for you. Apparently, my content shit. Let's just keep you here. You can just have the chair. There you go.
best podcast yet. All right,
You
boys.
just got monetized, okay?
Yes. How it works, shit. Brunson, what's been
God,
doing
I
your
finally don't have to work anymore. Oh
Imagine.
wait, damn it.
Imagine.
As long as the advertisement money's higher than Twitch, we're good.
Right?
It's not hard.
Jesus.
Brunson, what's new with you, man? What's going on? What have you been doing this week? What's been going on in your content space? All that good shit.
I mean, not a whole lot, man. I mean, like where I live, they finally opened up. So yeah,
Nice.
so the wife and I were actually able to go out and have beers and food and do stuff that normal people do. And yes, we wore our masks, so anybody in the comments don't fucking at me.
In
And
Georgia, it's optional.
must be nice to live in a free state. I don't know.
Pretty much right here in Nevada. So
We've been
dang.
open since like fucking May, and like at this point, like most places are like, do you
I
need a
hate you.
mask?
we
I
never
hate you.
closed. We never really closed.
As far as the streaming shit goes, it's good. It's good. I've decided that we're gonna have Friday night fucking movie nights in the Discord for subscribers, and pretty much sticking solely to the horror genre because apparently everybody loves to watch me pee myself when I'm playing games because I'm a giant bitch.
It's true.
When
On all
it comes
fronts.
to horror games, yeah. I fucking
Did you ever go back and watch that clip I made for you?
Yes, yeah.
Wait,
That one was.
I'll have
Oh,
to
it was
see it
great.
now. I missed it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to share that clip.
Put that one in the description or some shit. 'Cause that one was,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, dude, he goes off on Alex and his voice changes. He gets all pitchy and it's great.
Jesus Christ. It was bad. But yeah, no, everything's good. Everything's good. Just still streaming, vibing, fucking having a good time, man.
That's all that matters, man.
Nice.
Eddie, how's your week been, dude? Hard reset, streaming. Outriders came out. I DM'd you on Discord to be like, hey, yo, the new Destiny Killer demo is out. What do you think?
So yeah, I got a chance to play Outriders this week on stream. Well, first off, let me start off with some hard reset news. We are doing a giveaway, a second one. We just announced today. We're going to be giving away a Nintendo Switch Mario Kart 8 bundle and a $50 Amazon gift card before that. So that's all going to go down on March 6th at around 6 p.m. PST. That'll be happening on my stream. So please make sure that you're following the Hard Reset Twitter. Follow the Lost Boys IG, follow the Lost Boys Twitter, and be present for my stream.
We don't have a Lost Boys Twitter.
We don't have a Twitter.
Lost Boys IG.
But thank you for
But yeah,
helping
thanks
me
for
remember.
plugging that.
I'm so bad at it, dude.
He's
I'm
so
trying to get
bad.
better. I'm trying to get better.
So Eddie, question with the whole fucking console giveaways and stuff, how many pictures of your booty hole are you having to sell on OnlyFans to fund this?
Oh, dude, so many. I mean, you know what sells most? Toes and armpits, dude. You know, you wouldn't believe that.
That makes sense. I could see it. I could see it. Yeah.
And you got some cute
Yeah.
toes.
But anyway,
Those are some cute piggies, and I don't mean on your head.
I was just gonna say, I don't mean the piggy.
Were you looking at the toes?
Anyway, Eddie, Outriders, how's it going?
So anyway, I got a chance to play Outriders this week on stream. It's a pretty, I think it's pretty good. What I like about it is that it actually does incorporate elements from like every single popular game we've played in the last like probably 5 to 7 years. So like Gears of War is in there. You definitely get some Anthem vibes with the way the guns shoot. And that's,
Boo!
I know that's going to be questionable. Destiny has like the Destiny part of it is kind of like the skills. There's like a guy that controls time and can like pretty much slow everything down, and like, you know, it's kind of like freezes people
and stuff too. Like
And the
that.
pyromancer can pop people out from
yeah,
cover.
but the pyromancer is like your solar subclass, your typical solar subclass. It's actually a pretty filled out game. Well, we'll see how it goes with like the full launch, but so far I think it's definitely pretty decent. There are some bugs that I felt from the demo though, like certain walls that look like you can go into cover on, but you can't. Like they just don't let you, which is weird.
I really hope they don't Anthem this game.
We'll see.
That's I could see it happening easily.
Yeah.
Like because the way I would say it's most like Anthem in the way that you choose the missions, the way the map looks, the way like there's just a lot more Anthem-y vibes to it than any other game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just hope they don't mess it up with like, you know, paywall things and just straight up broken like, you know, areas and whatnot. So we'll see.
I've seen a lot of the. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, you go, Stoner. Please. It's your last episode. Like,
I know, right?
get it all out.
No, so I felt like between the transitioning between the gameplay and the cutscenes, it felt really Mass Effect. I felt a lot of like that Mass Effect feel to it. So it was enjoyable, I thought.
I guess I'm the only one who hasn't played it.
Yep, loser.
Was it not available in Germany?
You've been busy playing that shitty game Tarkov.
No. Okay, so let the record state I am not the one who brought up Tarkov this time. And also let the record state
you to it.
I'm done. I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm not streaming it. I'm not making YouTube videos on it. I'm not doing shit with it anymore. It's my own personal love now, so it can go back in the corner and just live there. So we'll never have to talk
Tarkov
about
in the corner.
We'll never have to talk about Tarkov again. So
Thank
you're
God.
welcome.
Thank you. Can we also do the same thing for Germany?
Can we just do it for Shoner and move on? Like, yeah, you can do it for Germany too. Speaking of Shoner, what have you been up to this week? You know, prepping for your last episode.
Well, I figured I might as well come out with my OnlyFans. You know, fuck it.
That one got me.
It's just gonna be it's just gonna be a bunch of flex pictures for Brunstad.
Oh gosh.
I like it.
That one got me real good.
No, I've just been grinding away. I just did a podcast with a popular streamer from the Czech Republic, Czech LP. It was his retirement. It was his last time ever on Twitch streaming. anything like that. So it was kind of cool to sit down and talk to him about the changes between like 2011 and now, the different interactions, the different trends that came in and came out and stuff, how Twitch has evolved, right? And so I also got a different perspective from him on the idea of how he grew. He said his biggest thing that he did for growing was he actually grew his Steam account. Like he created a group through Steam, and that's how he got most of his interaction in chat and got most of his people to come check him out. I'm like, dude, I've never heard anyone talk about building a Steam group. He says he has over 100,000 people in his Steam group.
Wow.
And I was like, damn, okay.
All right.
That's a very different perspective, but it kind of makes sense because you're playing all your games through Steam. He probably just builds a bunch of different like game channels or whatever. Yeah.
He had over 900 games in his Steam library.
Jesus.
It's not only that too, right? And we'll hop into Shoner's topic here in a second, but like real quick, I mean, that's just a marketing ploy though too. If you're starting a Steam group and you start following it, right, that's just another added impression. And general impression time is, between 9 and 14 now in the digital age. Like, that's a fucking really smart vertical. I never thought of that, actually.
Yeah, me neither.
Oh,
so I've like starting like Reddit groups and shit.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
I was completely blown away. It took me a second. I'm like, wait, did you just say a Steam group? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, I would never have thought to do that.
And like what Jax, the owner of Vice, did too. I did a podcast with him at one point where we were just kind of chit chatting about some bullshit. And I said, so like how'd you grow, right? And he goes, well, I just played everything that came out for free on Xbox Gold at the time. He goes, and then back in the day in the Xbox dashboard, it would have whoever's streaming it right down below, and I'd always be there because I'd be streaming what that is. And people would just click and look while it was downloading, and then that's how I grew originally. I was like, that's a fucking smart idea. But I mean, obviously they stopped doing that now, so that's not really a viable way of doing it anymore. But back in the day, I mean, finding the hacks that you can do to actually get some exposure is like fascinating to look through, right?
Yeah.
Well, that also comes down like in Discord, right? Make sure you link your Twitch account to your Discord. Because on that right side of your Discord, it says what you're doing. And so therefore you can literally click on your profile and go, well, what is he streaming? And they click on it and there's a link right there. Go to watch it. And it just takes you right in from Discord. So it's just another easy way to get people to come in because they're going to click and go, well, let's go check them out for real quick. Yep. So you never know. He pops in for 2 minutes and leaves, or he pops in for 2 minutes, follows, and hangs out for 2 hours. You never know.
It's true. I always forget to do that because I'm hiding my shame. So I don't need people seeing how much I actually do play Tarkov. So
exactly.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't want people to know when he's playing Leisure Suit Larry or something.
Oh yeah, come on. Look,
Larry lit as fuck. I don't know what you're talking about.
I would flaunt that to the heavens.
Yeah, dude,
that's a classic, dude.
Leisure Suit Larry, I'm all over it.
Yeah, that's a classic game, dude.
There's actually a new one coming out, I think. If I remember right.
I think so.
Well, you know where they probably would have announced it. E3.
I love it. Awesome.
What a segue. Holy fuck. Man. All right, I guess that hops right into Shoner's topic of the day.
Yeah. So if you guys haven't seen, right, E3 has been canceled for 2021 due to the COVID pandemic, everything being closed down. They were closed last year, and there's actually a lot of news coming out with this, but the main part of this is with them going to more streaming events, it's easier to bring more people in. You don't have to worry about the crowds. Your presentations can be cheaper. You can save a lot of money, but get more people because you can stream it on YouTube, stream it on Twitch, Facebook, whatever, stuff like that. So we're seeing that a lot of companies like Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo kind of said, well, if you're just going to do it digital, I could do my own goddamn show. I don't have to be part of your show. I don't have to pay to have a spot. So is face-to-face shows starting to die? Are we starting to see this trend where we're going to go, instead of having these big, large crowds, we're going to start just seeing everything being digital?
I think I honestly think that it's going to be kind of a mixture of both. It's going to depend on what the market is at the time. So or like what the event itself is, right? So like TwitchCon. Okay, you can't like you could technically do a virtual TwitchCon, but the whole purpose of TwitchCon is so everybody can personally meet their favorite streamers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. So we sit there and we stare at our favorite streamers on the fucking screen all the time. So like the whole purpose of TwitchCon is so you can meet these streamers face to face. But when it comes to something like E3 or BlizzCon or, you know, shit like that, where they're just announcing games and updates, I don't see why that would not be virtual from here on out. Because like you said, it's going to be cheaper. It's going to be easier to produce. You know, more people can show up. Granted, it's not going to have the exclusivity that it would if you had the ticket, right? And like it wouldn't have that flex of like, oh, I went to fucking E3.
Yep.
But more people will be able to be involved in it, which I think would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean, and Sony was already doing this. I mean, they had their own PSX event like every December in San Francisco. So they, you know, they already kind of had like their own little event happening. I think this virtual kind of, well, I think COVID kind of was a catalyst for this virtual show.
Yep.
I think it was going to happen eventually.
Yeah.
I guess the only thing would be like, I mean, from a business standpoint, it saves the company a lot of money. They don't have to do merch. They don't have to pay for a spot. They don't have to do swag. They don't have to do pretty much anything except for pump out like a demo maybe or something like that, you know, for of a game that they're going to announce.
They can still do the merch though if they want to.
Right. And they can still, even if they wanted to.
Like if they can still do that.
So the people who would hurt the most is going to be the press.
Yeah,
because they're not gonna have.
Darn it!
I disagree. There's one more group that I do think get shafted in this, and it's not your big publishers, but it's your smaller teams, right?
Yeah, like the developers.
Because they can't put on their own. Like you look at things like Capcom and EA and Xbox and Sony, and Nintendo's been doing this for years, right? They have a presence on the E3 floor, but they have always done a video. Which honestly, you condense it down to a 45-minute thing, get all your bangers out and move on, right? But the people that do hurt and that are the ones that don't sign these deals and don't get on the showcases and shit like that, right? So like, how does like something like Stardew Valley, which is like, I would say a bona fide fucking hit, how does that get any exposure, right? He self-published himself, something like that, right?
Yeah,
Twitch to an extent, but you have to get somebody to actually take the flyer on that, right?
Look at Valheim, dude. Valheim is in early access, and that's a fucking banger on Twitch right now. Literally,
and they just announced that only 30% done.
Yeah,
that's wild.
Twitch is gonna be the new that's Twitch is the new E3, dude.
Yeah, that's actually a fair point.
Because
Valheim's been so out of my purview.
now you're not sitting here listening to these fucking companies, you know, cyberpunk us.
Yep.
You know what I mean? you're not sitting here like, oh, this shit's gonna be cool, and then when you get it, it shits the bed, right? Like you're actually able to physically watch somebody play this fucking game, and decide whether or not it is worth your money. So I think right there that like the whole live streaming community is what's gonna, you know, either benefit or hinder game developers. Either they're gonna have to actually do what they say they're gonna do, or they're not gonna get any attention for their games at all.
It's gonna happen regardless.
How did Valheim hit? Like, how did that come about to be as big as it is?
Honestly,
was?
Dude, I have no fucking idea.
Honestly, it's just
one day I logged in Twitch and like there was 1 million fucking people playing it, and I watched it and I was like, this shit looks cool as fuck, and I immediately went and bought it.
I mean,
so.
But I sit here. That's a very fair example. I wonder if that's the exception and not the rule, though.
I guarantee it's an exception.
How many other fucking bangers have popped out of that, though?
Among Us.
That's not saying Among Us was out for
forever, but it got like 5 streamers to play it, and then that blew up.
When it went to fucking Twitch is when it blew up.
Yeah. Okay.
Fall Guys.
That's fair.
Fall Guys. Phasmophobia.
No, Phasmophobia. Yes, Fall Guys had that. Fall Guys is actually, I kind of want to do a topic on Fall Guys at some point. Period. But mostly their social media marketing, because that's literally
very
fucking
really
tits, dude. Like it was amazing how good their Twitter game was. So,
then Tim the Tap Man, they're fucking picking on Tim the Tap Man for so long. It was amazing. It just sold them.
Yep. But that right there, it has to do with fucking Twitch and
that's where I was going. Nope, you're.
So it's like the whole E3 thing. Like I think personally, E3 is gonna be dead. I think now what's really going to help small indie developers is when they send, you know, these large streamers, fucking Tim the Tap Man, Ninja, Shroud, Summit 1G, they send them these fucking game keys and they're like, hey, dude, we'll pay you X amount of dollars to play this shit on stream for like a week. And then either people are going to watch that stream and be like, I want this fucking game, or they're not.
That's true.
I wonder if Outriders did it, because there's some pretty big streamers that did it for Outriders. So, or that have played Outriders. I mean, so
there's probably a good mix of that,
they...
right? Because like there's just that inherent like you're gonna get attention because you're that known figure in a certain community playing that certain type of game, right? So you're gonna have your big Destiny streamers playing Outriders because it's a natural fucking vertical, right?
Yeah.
But there definitely is both. Don't get me wrong. Like I mean we all know that these publishers do pay, you know, like fucking XQC and Dufresne and shit to play these fucking games, right? Like it's
but
not
I think on the
quantity.
flip side, people are still gonna miss being able to go to a con, you know? Like I think that's
I don't think cons are gonna go anywhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's what I was saying. Is like shit like TwitchCon, fucking you know, Comic-Con. You know, like you can't have a virtual Comic-Con.
You cannot.
Yeah.
You can't.
You cannot.
You just can't.
The Magic Fest, right? The Magic Gathering Fest, the Pokemon show, stuff like that. Well, I'm just talking about ones that like they actually do physical in-place games.
Let's talk about the fucking stone and tile industry. We have cons going all the fucking time. I'm gonna be in Orlando here in a couple months.
Exhilarating. Hey, do me a favor, Ned. Next time you're at one of those, go ahead and live stream that for me, bud, and tell me your viewership on it.
I will.
Yeah, actually, that might be.
You might actually get pretty good viewership.
I'll have my backpack. Don't worry. My $3,000 backpack I haven't used yet.
No, I honestly think, Shoner, to kind of like caveat on what you're saying, man. I think E3 is gonna go kind of the way of G4 TV. Like it's just gonna kind of disappear.
I can see it. Honestly,
you know, like
I mean,
I think
think of it too now. I mean, things like PAX and shit have been eating E3's lunch for a long time at this point, just for that community aspect, because E3 was so exclusive for a long time. It was only available.
It was some hoity-toity bullshit.
Yeah,
Tokyo Game Show, right? I mean, there's a lot of them out there.
Yeah,
they don't announce shit at TGS. Are you kidding me? Not unless I want like the 45th fucking visual novel coming out of there. Like then, yeah, we're good to go. But
they don't. I think you know why? Because they're going the way of E3.
That.
I think the biggest thing that's going to take the hit though, right, is the biggest thing that comes out of these E3s is being able to show off those demos, being able to like allow regular people who are not media, who are not anyone famous or anything like that, they can walk in and just go, "Ooh, I could play a demo or play a small portion of this game right here, right now, while it's in development," right? So maybe we start seeing what?
Put it on Steam.
Yeah,
right. Put a demo. What I'm saying, we might see demos come back.
That would actually be fucking great. That would be the best thing that comes out of it, right? Is like, and you've seen it a few times, when Jeff Keighley did his Summer Games Fest thing. I mean, there were demos for shit they were announcing on there on Steam that day. That's cool shit.
Yeah,
I won't lie. When I was sorry, go ahead, bud.
The thing with that is that I think that will really help. And I hate to bring this up again, but help another Cyberpunk situation from happening. People will be able to actually play the game, not have to worry about what the fucking developer is trying to put out, and be like, oh, this is gonna be super fucking tits, and then you get
unless they catfish you.
Yeah, and then they catfish you, right? So it's like, I don't know. I'd be okay with E3 going away.
I think
I won't lie.
Yep, I'm in the same boat too. I mean, I think it's going to be nostalgic one day though, or people are going to be like, oh, remember E3, this happened at E3. But I think just looking at it from a business standpoint and so many different things, like it saves the companies a lot of money. They don't have to hire they don't necessarily have to hire a celebrity to go on stage or do anything. They can just have a celebrity film something from their wherever location, right? And and do this announcement or whatever. Like it's I think in the long run it could be a lot better for companies to save money, I guess, gaming companies.
I just wish that all these announcements came at the same time, right? I have the attention span of a gnat, and I used to set aside like time for E3 to actually watch all this shit because everything would be announced then, right? Or mostly, a large majority of everything that I was going to be wanting to play was being announced there. Now I gotta fucking pay attention like 24/7 to see if anybody's doing a fucking live stream, like if Capcom's going to do another fucking 10-minute Resident Evil stream. True. Like, that's the part that fucking kills me. But I mean, we also live in the age of Twitter. I could just fucking watch it on my phone while I'm taking a shit.
Pull it up on fucking YouTube while you're pooping, and you're fine.
I won't lie though. One of the things I missed as a kid, like I loved when like PlayStation Underground released their magazine and it came with a demo disc.
Oh
and
my
like, hey,
god, I remember that.
That shit was sick. right? Like you've got the demo disc, and you're just like, "Fuck yeah, let's do this."
Dude, that shit was so cool. I remember me and my friends used to be hood rats and go like steal the fucking disc.
Why am I not surprised?
Yes.
Dude, why am I not surprised?
Right? And so we'd literally go up and be like, ah, and then just stuff that bitch in our sweatshirt. It's a free fucking disc, but we're thinking that we're bad sons of bitches stealing
I know,
it.
right? He's that kid. He's over there looking at the comic book rack. He's like, "I'm gonna get the latest Archie. Let's go."
$10 on a magazine? Fuck that! I'm just gonna steal this disc and
games is too. I mean, look at games like fucking what was that? Zone of the Enders sold through the roof because they had the Metal Gear Solid 2 demo on it.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh right.
What was
Yeah, I
it?
remember that.
Crackdown had the Halo 3 demo in it.
Was it Halo 2 or
Yep.
Halo 3?
Wait.
It was Halo 3. Yeah.
360 days.
Trey Fincher Musashi had the demo for Final Fantasy VIII, which got a lot of attention because at the time no one hated 8 yet. There was like, "Oh, it's the next Final Fantasy. We all love 7. 8's got to be great." So they hadn't hated it yet, and so Trey Fincher Musashi had that demo on there.
So that's what I'm saying is that I think E3 is just like it's been kind of a long time coming, but I think it's going the way of the dinosaur, man.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat.
Yeah,
Yep.
I don't think it's gonna fucking make a comeback. I think it's fucking dead. I think 100% is dead.
There's a little part of me that gets sad about it, but like at some point, like you kind of have to move on.
Well, it's already turned into like a Super Bowl, anyways, right? Where it's only like the elite show up, and they were already streaming it, so therefore us regular Joes sit around and watch it online or catch the reviews later, and it's just the big top
Yeah,
dogs.
it was already headed that way. I think. Yeah.
Call me a
I just
fucking
feel-
regular Joe. I'm leaving this fucking
fuck,
show.
But I do feel,
Oh no!
but LA will lose a lot of money, right? Because they got a lot of money during the
fine.
week or the weekend. So
They'll live.
Darn it!
Hollywood
They-
lost money. Wah.
Oh,
so that's the last part of this article, though.
they tax their citizens.
Just raise them up. They won't notice.
I know, right? They'll vote it in. Let them deal with it. But the last thing is that it's already in the works that they haven't actually signed the next contract. So the LA Convention Center is trying to get E3 to sign for 2 more years, and they haven't done it yet. And they're just kind of like, I don't know.
Yeah.
That would be the worst business decision ever.
That'd be dumb.
Yeah, that'd be
I
dumb.
think they should take it to Vegas.
This is how little E3 means now, and I feel like I'm pretty up to date in a lot of things.
Hmm.
I didn't even know E3 was canceled until you brought it up 2 days ago. E3 even fucking existed, bro. Because it's like it's so archaic now. It doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. There's so many other avenues of getting your information about gaming and everything. For fuck's sake, if you want to know about the latest electronics that have come out, watch the newest Alpha Gaming episode. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many other ways of you learning about all the shit that's coming out than some archaic ass convention that just had a bunch of rich motherfuckers come and, suck each other off about what their next big game is going to be, and then it's shitty anyways. So like, I don't know. I have zero feelings about E3 going away. I don't care.
Same. I agree. I think just the way things have been announced throughout this year and even the year before, even 2019, dude, like the things were being announced via online, digital, everything already, for the most part.
Yeah.
So you were just looking forward to updates, right? You were like,
like E3 was becoming like, oh, what's the newest update on this big title that freaking they announced back in like December, or whatever.
Right. Delayed like for 8 years and then released early and then completely fucked up and
I wonder what was that?
Oh fuck, Cyberpunk.
Are you somebody's still bitter?
Oh my god.
Oh dude, I'm so and I think that's why I don't give a fuck about E3. It's because like E3 would do this thing where they would create all of this hype for all of these fucking games, right?
Yeah. Yep.
E3's whole purpose is to create all this hype for all these games and products and all this shit, and then when it actually releases, it's a big pile of dog shit. You know what I mean? So then, like, you have this hype, this unnecessary hype, and I think letting the consumers actually determine what is going to create the hype by watching streamers and playing the demos that are released on Steam, or even this whole early access shit that they've got going on that that Fortnite started. I fucking dig it. I dig it.
Fortnite.
Like,
Wow.
it allows people to play the game in early access and decide whether or not it's worth them investing their money in.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
I mean, I hate unnecessary hype. I hate it.